RPGaDay 2016, day 15. Okay, the question today is, what types or source of inspiration do you turn to most often for RPGs? Right, most often, actually, I'll be honest, I've been running modules largely. Like I say, I've only just got back into the hobby, and I stitch together different modules into long-running adventures or longer-running campaigns. But generally, I still use pre-written modules. There are times when I write my own stuff, and I don't know that there's any particular source of inspiration that I go to. So quite often, I will start with a map. And what I do is I start drawing the map, I give myself a couple of ideas, and then I go looking for something about the area that I'm in, what it was, some kind of detail about it. One of the first ones that I wrote was set in an ancient temple, so I looked at who the deity was, how the building was used, all of those kind of bits and pieces. So once I've got that overall idea, like say for example with the one with the temple, what was it used for? I then drill down and I start looking for details within it, and I go down the detail route quite a long way, and then I start to put the rest of the map together based on what this place was used for, what's happened to it since, what it's being used for now. I put layers in there and I build stuff up on top of that, and I tend to find that works really well for me. I found an amazing set of maps by Dyson recently. There's a tower that's missing an entire floor, so the top is just floating in space. I came up with an entire legend for the sorcerer that built it, the way that he trapped a noble water djinn and nearly started a civil war within genie culture, and I built all of that in and then populated the tower, changed the maps a little bit in a few places, but basically populated the tower based on that set of detail. And we've just finished running that, and it worked really, really well, so I'm really happy with that. The few games that I've done, that I've written, which haven't been based on a map, they've generally been based on films. So I've come up with an idea I've come up with an idea from a film. I picked something, and again, what I tend to do is I tend to find a detail in there that I like, and then think, okay, how do I turn that detail around? How do I take that out and then explain it and expand upon it? So I don't know that it's, I'm thinking people will probably be talking about games or books or films, and I do go to fiction. But what I tend to do is I hone in on one particular detail from within it, and I build something around that, and then try and, rather than tell the players about it through that, show the players through that. And it seems to work pretty well. Okay, I'll see what I've got for day 16.